Down. Listen, we're going to talk about cycling. I'm happy to field questions about cycling, about triathlon, some differences between road cycling and triathlon and time trialling, some good things and bad things. Now, what I thought I'd touch on first of all is bike fitting. Now, it's what I spend most of my days doing at the moment, and there's a lot of different systems around, and many of you have probably experienced a few different ones. What's really, really important to understand is that they're nearly all based around a few basic principles. There's not a lot of good science in bike fitting, but we do understand it. The interesting thing, a lot of the science that's in bike fitting has actually come back to front. They've gone out to the Tour de France, they measured everything up, averaged it out and gone, this is where you should ride. Now, one of the dangers with that is, unfortunately, not all of us are built like Tour de France riders. We don't have the flexibility of Tour de France riders. We don't get off the bike and lay down, have a massage, do a stretch session, rehydrate, eat well, have a sleep in the middle of the day and get on and ride again there. So always take it with a little bit of a pinch of salt that the parameters that we can potentially be set up in can be too narrow for some people. Some of the systems I've got a few concerns with. There's some errors that can be fed into a machine, and if you've got someone who's experienced and understands those errors and knows what to look for, they'll pick up that error on the way out. But certainly some of the errors that can go in, and then a reasonably narrow parameter on the way out that some of these machines flash red at you if you're not within that parameter, you can sometimes be in a position that's not ideal. And we unfortunately see too regularly people who are injured from bike fits and aren't right. And when I talk about bike fitting and why I think it's so important is that different to running, different to swimming, where if you've got issues going on, you can run around them, you can change your stride length, you can change your foot width. Swimming, you can change your stroke technique and that. One of the classic things is if a coach then comes in and tries to correct that, and you've got a dysfunction or a stiffness, that's why you're doing it, that's when we see good injuries. We love coaches and for helping us out with some of that stuff, and no disrespect, there's some great coaches around who understand this as well there. But the thing about cycling is you're attached to the bike in five places. In triathlon, arguably in 7 with the elbows and the hands separately there. Your feet are attached, your bum's attached, so you're really, where you move is a function of where the bike's set up there. So if it's not in a good position and you repeat it 80 or 90 or 100 times a minute for 3 hours or so for a half Ironman, or longer for a full Ironman, you can repeat bad stuff really, really regularly. And we've seen some nasty injuries from it there. And I'm certainly not here to say that one of these systems is better than the other or anything, but the real key there is the fitter, their qualifications and experience and understanding of what you're trying to do there. And I think the other thing that is important for us as physios and when it comes to fitting is if you're getting a fit because you've got an injury or pain, you need someone who understands pain and pathology and injuries before you can go into that sort of process. And I've got more stories than I can talk about people who've had multiple fits and they've just missed the absolute key to why they keep getting sore with the same problem here. And listen, there's a few people around who know what they're doing there, but that's really, really important.